everyone, you are welcome to today's tutorial. So for today we are going to making a simple video on how to cut a pillowcase dress. But I feel very comfortable and easy putting on this clothes. It's very comfortable and very free. You can check out my previous video on how to sew a circular or a flat top. You can actually make this top within 10 minutes and you feel very comfortable. So I think basically between a pillowcase dress and a circular and a flat top dress, at the end of this video you are going to figure out which one is more easy to make within a short period of time. So let's get started. So for the pillowcase dress, these are the basic measurements we need. But note that in a pillowcase dress we are going to make use of the highest body measurements. But for most women, you find out that they have the hip is always the highest body measurement, except for those that have the big bust, that is the upper part is so big. But for most women or ladies, they tend to have a bigger hips compared to their bust. So but if you have a bigger bust, you are going to make use of your bust measurements in cutting the fabric. If you have a bigger hip, if you have a bigger waist, note that you are going to make use of the highest measurement. So it depends on the body shape of the individual or the person. So now let's calculate our measurements. Our shoulder divided by 2, we have 8. Our shoulder divided by 2, we have 8. And our gown length plus, I'm going to add 2 inches because I'm going to pass a rope at the neckline. So I'm going to add 2 inches, and I'm also going to add 2 inches for the hemming allowance. So I'm going to have a total of 4 inches. That is plus 4, we have 34. Our hip divided by 4, we have 10. I'm not going to make use of my bust measurement because basically I told you guys that we're only going to make use of the highest body measurement. So there's no need for me to calculate my bust measurement. But if my bust was bigger than my hip, I'm going to make use of the bust measurement. So now let's move to the fabric. So this is the fabric. The first thing you have to do is to fold your fabric into 4. Now I measure my gown length. I have 34. I have 34 inches. I have 34 inches. So this is my 34 inches for the dress. And my shoulder is 8.5 inches. This is why I have 8.5 inches. I hope you can see it. But because I'm going to pass a rope at the neckline, I'm not going to use the exact shoulder measurement for it. So I'm going to add like extra 3 inches or 3.5 inches. It depends on you. You can add extra 5 inches, 2 inches, 6 inches. It depends on how full you want the neckline to be. So I'm going to take my armhole. My armhole is 8 inches. So I'll draw my armhole. Now I'm going to locate where I have my hip measurement because my hip was the highest measurement. So you can watch my previous video on how to take the body measurement. That was why I explained the distance calculation between your bust to your waist to your hip measurement. So for me, I'm going to trace where I have my hip measurement because I've explained that earlier on. So this is why I have my hip measurement, and my hip measurement is 10 inches. But because a pillowcase dress is always very full, you're not going to use the exact measurement. So you can add as many allowance as you want. So for me, I'm just going to make use of a total of 6 inches. I'm going to add like an extra 6 inches. So I draw a straight line. This is very simple to make. If you haven't subscribed on my channel, click on that subscription button and let's get started. I'm done cutting a pillowcase dress. So this is what you are going to have. This is what I'm going to have. for a pillowcase dress. I'm going to have something like this. You can see it's very easy. So the next thing I have to do is to cut out the rope. You're going to cut out what you're going to the rope for the neckline. So it depends on how long you want it to be, and it depends on how many inches wide you want it to be. But don't forget that we left 2 inches for the upper part. So basically the rope is going to take like 2 inches. By the time we are done sewing it, we are going to have let's say 1.5 inches. So I'm just going to cut out this point. I'm going to cut it out for my rope. So this is what I have. Let me cut it into 2, so you could have the front and the back. It is very easy to make, so easy. So the first thing you have to do is to turn this out like a belt. You turn this out like a belt, then you fix it here. I hope you can see it. You fix it here, then you fold it. You fold it just like the way you pass an elastic in a dress. Okay, if you like me to show you guys videos on how to fix an elastic, you can put it down at the comment section. Just put it down at the comment section if you want me to show you guys how to fix an elastic, so I could make a video on that. So this is a rope. You could make it as long as you want. It depends. It doesn't have a basic measurement for it. So what you have to do is to fix in your rope. You fix in your rope at this edge like this, at this tip, just like the way you pass an elastic. This is it. So you hem your armhole. You join these 2 sides together. So the first thing you have to do is to pass your elastic at this tip, or your rope rather. When you are done, you hem your hem line, your armhole, then you join these 2 sides together, and you hem the lower part of the dress. So you can see it's very easy. So between a pillowcase dress and a circular or flat top dress, which one is more easy to make? Well, I think that is left to you. So if you haven't subscribed on my channel, click on that button, subscribe. You can like, you can share, tell us topics you would love us to share, and we are always available for you. So thanks for watching this video.